Where are you going?
You know, it's deserty. Hardly anyone goes there. There's almost no buildings or anything.
You don't know where you're going.
I signed up last minute.
Character assassinations are a major problem in Invincible, and it happens more than just once. But the first victim of character assassination was Amber all the way back at season 1. The entire gimmick behind Amber and Mark's relationship is to try to explore some of the more struggles of having a normal life as a superhero. The entire problem stems from Mark being inexperienced and a little bit like too atrociously stupid, like given he's a teenager. So what he's trying to do is to balance two completely conflicting sides of his life. Like he genuinely wants to have a very loving relationship with Amber, but at the other hand, he also desperately wants to be a superhero.
What if I'm not planning to attend college?
I know, but it's Amber.
Mark, we talked about this.
Dad.
But you can be a superhero and like also have a normal loving life with another person. Cecil is literally going to call you at the worst possible times ever. You have to be available 24/7.
That's out the window. When the world needs you, you answer your goddamn phone.
So Mark keeps giving Amber false promises that he should know he can keep, but again, it's not really his fault. When it comes to conflicts and struggles, like this relationship makes perfect sense, like it's actually a very well-written relationship. When you stop seeing things as they ought to be and see things as just how they are, it like makes perfect sense. It's not supposed to be a perfect relationship. Mark is just not experienced enough to have that mature of a relationship and like balance the nuances of being a superhero and trying to have a private life. These are problems and struggles that normal people go through all the time, every single day. From my point of view, this is completely normal. So when Amber values authenticity and honesty more than anything else, at the other hand, Mark cannot be fully honest with her because like he's trying to keep his identity a secret, but at the same time, he's not very that experienced enough to have those types of mature discussions with her. He doesn't know exactly how to navigate the situation. So it's natural for a relationship like this that is so unbalanced in so many ways and so conflicting all the time to be hard on both sides. Now, when it comes to Amber, Amber's character from episode 1 to 6 is consistent and perfect. It makes complete sense. The problem is one line of dialogue from episode 7.
Did you hear what I just said?
I know you're a superhero.
You know? You know?
Look, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The first time that I watched season 1, or like how old was I? Like 17, 18, I don't remember, like something like that. The first time that I watched season 1, I was like completely okay with it. I've never hated Amber, and I did not understand at the time people who hated Amber. I would literally go online and see people be so fucking weird about her. Primarily because when it came to episode 7, one particular line of dialogue that Amber says completely glossed over my mind. Like I did not even hear it right, and I did not even understand the implications behind it. So I go back, I watch episode 7. This is like years ago. This is like the exact same time frame that I first saw season 1. And I go ahead, I watch episode 7. And the moment that she says, "I've known for weeks that you were a superhero," it completely clicked for me, because once she said that, I could smell the smugness on the writer's face across the fucking screen. I knew exactly what the fuck happened. What the writers tried to do in this scene with this one piece of dialogue was to do an extra twist that was not necessary, barely made any fucking sense, but not only that, it also butchered Amber's character. These idiots thought to themselves, we're gonna like one-up the audience. We're gonna completely surprise them. It's gonna be so fucking shocking. At the previous episode, literally the previous episode 6, Amber is crying to Mark for Christ's sake. You're implying that she knows he's a superhero, and she's like doing this out of like what? It doesn't make sense. It's not consistent with her character. Like she values honesty and authenticity. It makes much more sense for her to like not know or like have some like guesses, but she thinks to herself, no, Mark can't be a fucking super. It doesn't make sense. Mark, if they went that approach, 100% consistent makes complete fucking sense. The only thing that you should not do not put that line of dialogue there. Why would you write that? I'm saying the one piece of dialogue that literally butchered her character, you can literally just pick this dialogue out of that scene and she would 100% be on the right. But that dialogue in that scene just doesn't make any fucking sense, and it makes everything just much worse. The writers decided to write Amber out of character just to set up a stupid twist. And this isn't the only time that they do this, by the way. There are other examples. I have 2 cases for you. First, about the twist. Remember Shapesmith? Remember how we thought that the team had no idea that Shapesmith is a Martian? So in the episode that Shapesmith comes out as a Martian, Cecil goes, "Oh yeah, duh, of course we know you're a Martian." And then everybody goes, yeah, we know, bro. We know you're a Martian.
For the truth may be more than you can handle.
We know you're a Martian. What, you think we'd let you join the team without figuring that out?
You all knew that? Son of a bitch.
Literally go watch the season. Go watch the episode. It's set up in the exact same way. Now, it's not to the same level of severity, like, obviously, but you go ahead and watch the episode. It literally feels the same to me. And the second example I have about the writers writing a character intentionally to behave out of character just to set up something, that is literally Mark in the beginning of season 3.
Mark, I don't want to hurt you.
I'm not the one who's gonna get hurt.
You said you don't do threats.
Yeah? Well, people change.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my god!
The confrontation, the fight between Mark and Cecil was one of the most forced shit I've ever seen. Our Mark would never do this shit. His reaction is so exaggerated. It's hard for me to take it seriously. I'm like, what the f are you doing? This is not how Mark would react. Cecil did not do something so atrociously evil for Mark to behave this way. At most, when it comes to this particular subject, they would have a heated conversation and that'd be the end of that. Mark would not fucking attack Cecil. Mark would not threaten Cecil. What are you doing? This isn't Mark. You know when Mark would actually behave that way? Remember Angstrom? Yeah. And if you still don't believe me, the contrast between Season 1 Amber and Season 2 Amber is so strong that you can legitimately say that the writers realized how badly they screwed up with Episode 7 that they reworked Amber's entire character for Season 2. Here, you can actually do two things. Either both Amber and Mark had some character development off screen into season 2, you can definitely say that. I actually myself personally do half believe that. And another very obvious explanation is just purely the fact that the writers realized just how badly they screw up, so they reworked her entire character. You can do both. I also do both. It's just so obvious to me. Because Amber in season 2 is such a fucking sweetheart. Mark and Amber are so fucking cute. Listen, I'm a very big fan of romance, but rarely do I ever fucking kick my feet like a little girl when it comes to like two fictional characters having such a cute relationship. Like this barely ever happens. I never feel butterflies in my belly for like seeing two characters just being together. And I'm going to give you my hot take, and I'm completely aware of how unpopular what I'm about to say is, but honest to God, I ship Mark and Amber from season 2 way more than I do Mark and Eve. Like the chemistry is just not the same. It's not comparable. These two are so fucking cute in season 2. I'm sorry.
You're way too good for me!
Like Amber in season 1, she was so fucking hot. Amber in season 2 is just so fucking cute and adorable. I don't know how to explain it. And their chemistry is way better than season 1. Like, honest to God, dude, why the fuck do the writers have to try to be so fucking smart? They're clearly so fucking stupid when it comes to a lot of things. They didn't have to butcher her character, man. Like, people, like, the damage is done so badly. But I don't care, again, about the average person. Like, I still enjoy her character whenever she is on screen. In my genuine opinion, Mark and Amber in season 2 have a way better chemistry than Mark and Eve in season 3. Like, I don't know about season 4. I'm looking forward to it, but, like, come on. Like, are you blind?
Unexpected, but appreciated.
I don't get butterflies in my belly by watching a couple. Like, that rarely happens. But, like, these two are just so fucking cute. I'm sorry. It's, like, such an obvious thing that the writers just it up with Amber because they just wanted to give an extra twist that barely makes any sense with the character itself. It makes it so inconsistent. It doesn't, like, she literally was crying in episode 6. I don't know, like, how much more do I have to talk about this? But then people are so quick to side blame on Amber and, like, saying that she was a manipulative, like fucking deranged sociopath. Like, she wasn't, dude. Like, I don't know who broke your heart, bro, but I'm sorry, but, like, you're just genuinely fucking wrong. People literally wrote it off as, like, she's lying. She's, like, deceiving Mark. She's, like, manipulating Mark. No, dude, like, obviously, like, you think about this for 2 seconds. Like, come on. I guess the main difference between me and people who behave in this way is that when it comes to, like, watching stories and shit, whenever I realize that the writers are making a genuine mistake about the character, I don't write that mistake on the character itself. I write that mistake on the writers. Like, I'm not gonna hate on a character because the writers deliberately wrote that character out of character because they just wanted to do some shit. I guess that's the main difference. But again, most people really just don't see shit that way. Like, I don't know what to say. Anyway, I think I proved my point to the best that I could. Like, you get the idea. Now, even though that Amber was the first victim of character assassination by the show's writers, she was sadly not the last. Yeah, the next episode we're gonna talk about the Immortal. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Activate the collar. Where is Omni-Man? Where is he?